What if I talk like this?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Artful Conversations. This is a special episode because I'm not hosting today. We got young tech support, Mr. Oshiv over here. The only person qualified to interview for Hyperswag. He's #1 Hyperswag fan. We're happy to have you on, man.
Hey guys, I'm Oshiv, aka Young Tech Support, aka Young Obama, aka Hyperswag fan #1, aka Trip Sitter Dragon Nuts, and so on. I am camera shy, so I don't know how I'm gonna do. This morning I saw a TikTok filter that told you what your canon event in life was gonna be. And when I used the filter, it said that mine was going to be peeing myself. So I'm also nervous about that today.
That's pretty rough.
That's awesome, man.
So, I guess we better get started. Do y'all need to intro yourselves?
Oh, we're Hyperswag, Bunty, Peyton, Codeine.
Codeine, that's what I'm talking about. We here.
Yeah.
We here.
Musical phenomenon.
Yeah.
On the come up as we speak.
There
you know.
go.
I already thought we were popular. Like, what do you mean?
I mean, we got 2 classic albums under our belt.
Yeah, man.
True that.
Yeah.
2 future platinums already.
Yeah.
Already made a third on the way.
Sooner or later, we're going to be collabing with John Lennon.
That'd
be crazy.
Definitely on the
That's what I'm
bucket
talking
list.
about.
Yeah.
Speaking of third project on the way, tell me what's happening for that, or do y'all have anything in the books, or?
Me and so far, I think me and Bunty over here, we have an idea, and I think he shared it with Peyton. But we're doing like a "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" type song.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a track. It's mostly produced, but I sampled just like hella stuff from "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared," and I'm gonna rap about being an omnivore on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that's pretty good. I think it'll be called "Don't Hug Me, I'm an Omnivore."
I peeped that verse, guys, and it's pretty good. I mean,
It's awesome.
I really thought I might actually write something for this song because I was really impressed with the beat, but I might just keep with it where I wait last second to come up with something.
Yeah.
Because maybe that's when I do my best work.
When the magic happens, boy.
I was talking to y'all just like other times about how I love that Cody's verses are always like violent in some way. Yeah, he likes to rap about bloodshed, so that is the theme I'm into.
Today, Ethan is treating us well with the fan on. You know, normally it gets really hot in here and you just get mad.
I just forget about the fan, and then we're in the studio like straining our eyes at this computer and sweating. Mm-hmm. But we're living luxurious today, boy. I got the Uber water, man.
Oh shit!
Point it out to the camera.
Bro, Uber makes water now?
Hey, I really want this sponsor, man. If y'all could hit me up, this is good water.
Please don't sponsor us.
I love spring water, man. This is good stuff.
Preferred water brand, all 3 of y'all.
Oh boy.
I like the water from Piggly Wiggly. It goes hard.
There you go.
Yeah.
What kind is that? Is it purified or what?
I mean, it's purified. It's delicious. I mean, I don't really drink
I'll
water.
try
I'm more of a Red Bull type girl. But when I do drink water, I do like the Piggly Wiggly water.
I have strong opinions on water. Huge spring water enjoyer. Here's a deep cut for y'all. This is a really good brand. Go to Buc-ee's, gas station chain. They have this water. Man, I wish I could think about what it's called. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. I think it's like Pure Earth or something like that.
I'd be like holding it.
Huge. Yeah. It's in Cody's hands right now.
This is the Bucky water.
Yeah.
It goes hard.
and it's a full liter for like less than $2, which is crazy for spring water, and it's like the best spring water ever. So that's my favorite.
Shout out, man. I guess I'm pretty boring when it comes to water. I either like Dasani or Aquafina. I kind of change it up.
I'm a big Dasani hater.
Yeah,
I will
really?
say
Me
it
too.
just tastes like
They put salt in it now.
Yeah. It tastes like taking a sip out of the ocean, and I'm just not into that. I don't like the ocean. I don't like sharks.
Nope. That is
Yeah, definitely. Screw Shark Week. I mean, all that, man. Let them know. If y'all let me, my favorite water is probably Springtime Artesian. They sell it at these local gas stations, pretty cheap for spring water. Mm-hmm. Around here, we have a company called Burns and Burns. They're an oil refinery company, and they have a bunch of gas stations set up, and they'll sell Burns and Burns water.
Oh,
and
okay.
you can drink it, and you can tell that it was made in an oil refinery.
Like, does it have oil in it?
I need to try it.
It tastes so bad.
Maybe I can like pour it in my car and it like won't mess it up.
You could probably pour it in your mouth and get cancer.
Oh boy.
Okay, Hyperswag question.
Okay.
Whose brainchild was Hyperswag? Who came up with the idea?
This is very interesting. So
has a
it all
origin story.
started. Okay, so it all started whenever me and Ethan and Cody were all in Mr. Sable's class, and I
Theater.
remember
We're all in theater.
yes.
Yeah, we'll say that
And
for everyone.
I remember I came in that day. I would come in with goofy shit every day. The goofy shit today was that Chandler wanted us to record us singing the national anthem, and I was like, no, f that. So I recorded it and I had it on auto-tune, and I showed them, and so somehow it got into me and Ethan, like, let's just like make a really shitty song. And so we just got on GarageBand and started like playing with like Chinese Pippa and like the shitty keyboard, and then we just started saying stuff over it, and then Cody was like, hey yo, let me record something.
Yeah, like I might have one or two words in that entire like first song. This is before I was really in it.
The first song, I don't even know if you're on the first track. But we did Butthole Wednesday is the very first. That's the genesis of Hyperswag.
And like, just as an aside, y'all do great for intros, man. All y'all's intro tracks are like the shit. That is the way to introduce Hyperswag.
I think the Butthole Wednesday is like very emblematic of what, especially that whole first album is about, because it's just layer upon layer of how can we progress this song to be more and more nonsensical, and then once we had Butthole Wednesday finished, we then all scheduled a day, all three of us. We made the rest of the Butthole Wednesday mixtape in one day, and
we did that on our senior skip day.
Skip day. Yes.
Yeah,
Awesome. Which also, I think Senior Skip Day is emblematic of Butthole Wednesday mixtape just in general.
Yeah.
Probably so. Yeah.
So two questions based on that conversation. Question number one is, I know y'all know about like kind of the surrealist effect of the Butthole Wednesday mix. Like, you listen to a song and you're left with the question of what really is music, what counts, what doesn't count, and I'd wonder if y'all could speak on that, especially like creatively as writing it.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the goals that we were looking to accomplish with that mixtape, is pushing the boundary of what can you call music. That's definitely part of it.
Yeah.
Bunty has said it perfectly before. It's just abstract.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people always argue about what's art. And we kind of bring that up with music. What's music, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you can very clearly tell our influences, like, through the songs. I mean, we interpolate a lot of melodies and lyrics, so you can tell what kind of music we're consuming and what, what makes that mixtape what it is, what the ingredients are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, I can hear y'all, like, interpolate God's Not Dead or Hot Cross Buns. It almost feels like you're insulting them in a way, like making fun, like, this is music. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to understand what the definition of it is.
I think the best thing about Hyperswag is that we just take every single... The original idea of it is that we just took every single genre and put it together. So if you... Especially on the Butthole Wednesday mixtape, you'll hear Playboy Cardi, God's Not Dead, Gangster Rap, Hot Cross Buns, and the National Anthem all on one song.
Yeah, we're not... I wouldn't say we're, like, trying to make fun of the songs that we're interpolating. But we're definitely, because they're all songs that we have like a connection to, that's the reason we put them in there. But it definitely is like pointing out just how silly music is. We want to emphasize that.
If not making fun, poking fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I want to know what the studio experience for Hyperswag is like. You said that you recorded the entire rest of the album.
Gee, boy, it took way longer than it should have.
Definitely.
We were in there for like 5-6 hours, you say? I mean, we took the break. We're sipping some Virgin Leans. I made these brilliant crackers for everybody.
Very nice.
And then that lasted us about 3 hours. Then we hit the subway. But then all the time that we're just chilling, we're just talking about, all right, what we doing for the next track? What we're doing for the next track?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that the track list of Butthole Wednesday is in chronological order as to when we made them. So
awesome.
that's the idea as to how that went.
So the creativity was definitely flowing in that room.
It was, yeah.
I think really where it came out was on VASECTOMY. I think that's when everybody just got like like it was almost the last track.
Yeah.
Everybody was tired.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we just went dummy on it. It's one of
it
our.
clicked.
It was the best thing ever.
Yeah. I like that y'all eat during the recording session. I feel like that kind of comes through. I feel like you definitely need the carbs to like fuel the session.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that emotion-filled refrain toward the end of VASECTOMY from Peyton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can really get that on our newest album. You know, the whole taco fries thing.
Yeah.
We had to quit and just go to Taco Bell and get some food. You know,
Yeah.
it really like hyped us up.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. And I have no reason to believe this, but I can tell in my heart that probably during the studio sessions, Cody probably like in the corner of the room has a dog that he can beat to inspire himself to sing his verses.
He's getting mad, man. You gotta. Hyperswag is such an infuriating idea. You know, why am I here? What am I doing?
That's awesome. That's a beautiful way to look at it.
Yeah. I gotta keep the mask to conceal my identity. I don't want anyone knowing.
Yeah.
My parents don't need to know this. They'll be disappointed. You know, I'm just mad. Why am I here? Seriously.
Since I know Codeine personally, I know his alter ego. I can tell you all this. His parents are very successful. They're both in the medical field.
Yep.
And you know, they've got a big plan set out for him in life. And
I'm not going through with that plan. You know, very disappointed.
Hyperswag probably doesn't fit into that scheme.
If only they could see the Butthole Wednesday music video, they would understand.
If only they could see the Butthole Wednesday thumbnail, then they would know.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of, I feel like maybe I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, good call, baby. Oh boy.
Before this interview ends, I'm gonna see Ethan Googling the answer to my question on this computer. See. He's not very good off the jump, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely... hey, that's what y'all don't know. Every verse for Hyperswag is, like, meticulously crafted, you know?
Okay, after you left the last party at Ethan's house, we performed Hyperswag, like, fully live in front of everybody, and it got time for Cody's verses, and he did not know what the hell he was saying.
I was just mumbling, didn't remember.
I'll say this right now. Speaking of that, the next ambition for Hyperswag, as far as I'm concerned, is Hyperswag Live. I desperately want to do a Hyperswag Live show.
I want to perform at a bar mitzvah.
Oh yeah, I would love to, man. Yeah. But yeah, any music venues, man. We want to perform Hyperswag Live. So.
Yeah.
And I think Codeine. Excuse me.
Bleep that out! All right, you can go ahead.
I think remembering your verses, that kind of like adds an air to each, or would add an air to each Hyperswag live performance. You know what I'm saying? Because you can say whatever you want. Really,
it's like that piece 433. It will never be the same twice.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially all those little boys and girls at the bar mitzvah. You know, I can just say whatever I want.
Exactly.
Yeah, you probably got to tone down the anti-Semitism for that, though.
Yeah.
Why? I really put you on the spot there. Like, you just shut down. You didn't know what to say.
The reason he can't come up with why is because, I don't know if you know this, but Bunty himself is an anti-Semite. It's a joke when we say it about Codeine, but Bunty really is.
Oh, yeah.
We play pickleball all the time together, and he called himself the Führer of forehand.
Yeah,
no, I don't call myself that. I've been given that title, and I reluctantly accepted it. I like to go by the title Panther at the Net. Yeah. But no, I love my Jewish brethren. Shalom. All right, my next question.
Tell me what y'all did for your all's personal art in between the two projects. Tell me about how y'all evolved as an artist and maybe how that comes through on the AGAT track.
Who wants to go first?
Cody.
I'm not gonna lie, really, I don't. Hey! Okay. Yeah, you're gonna cut that out too. You know? I can't have the ops coming after me, man. I got a bounty.
Ops on me for real.
But I haven't evolved. You know, I'm just here. I just sit in my room playing like Halo or Call of Duty. I show up.
That boy said he retarded. He can't evolve.
Yeah. I show up late every time.
Really, how do you change perfection Yeah, and I do want to say this, man. I feel like playing Call of Duty and Halo in some way is practice for Hyperswag for you.
I yell a lot.
That's true.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like the Call of Duty chat is really good for Hyperswag.
Just the creative juices flowing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said Hyperswag is internet surrealism.
Yeah.
So just being online, definitely.
Yeah. Be a part of that zeitgeist. Get your head in the environment. See what they're really doing. Right. You, as for artistic evolution between tracks.
I mean, been working on this series, highlighting other artists. I think that's cool. Been making some music independently. Had the song come out with Peyton, Coke Icy, go stream it. Really good. Got Tempur-Pedic Freestyle coming out on the 30th. You know what? Why not? Here's a snippet.
Cop some land acres out in Phoenix. Chain is dancing, it's waltzing. Took a trip to France, couple bands in my wallet. Tearing up these samples like Sam's Club, I'm saucing. I don't make no plans, I just prance out the market.
And then I'm working on some extra.
Where's the snippet?
It'll be in the edit.
I don't hear anything.
But and then I got some extra special stuff. Extra special song coming soon. The first self-produced track of mine coming out. It's actually an extension of VASECTOMY. So that's gonna come out soon as well. And playing lots of pickleball. Still doing some soccer freestyling every once in a while. But yeah, that's about it.
In between his time on the anti-Semitic 4chan forums.
Man, I don't want this bit to perpetuate throughout my channel, man.
Peyton, you as an artist in between albums.
Dude, like, it's so weird because because I do music out of this. That's all I do. So I do this where I get on here and I rap about my balls and I sing the national anthem really bad. And then I get out of here and I make, like, independently produced, like, full track albums, sad as shit. And then I also am, like, in school to be an opera singer.
Yeah.
So it's, like, super, super weird.
That's really awesome. And also we can shout out her, like, independent songs because they're like serious and they're good.
Yeah,
so.
go listen to Peyton's album.
They're definitely something.
I know that's right.
It's one of the albums ever. What's it like to listen to a new Hyperswag record, man? What's it like when it just drops? What do you think?
Firstly, every time I'm a little heartbroken at the length. I mean this truthfully. I'm always struck with like its prowess musically. Like Sigma GRINDSET, that little like singing intro that you did.
Yeah.
I loved that, and I wanted the song to be like as long as it could be. I wanted to be in that space. That's the truth. I won't say that it's not. On Paulo Dybala, production that on the song is amazing. The verses are amazing. So it always feels a little fun, I feel like I kind of catch a whiff of that, as much fun as y'all might have in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I can tell that it's enjoyable to make, and it makes it enjoyable to listen to.
Yeah.
That's what Hyperswag is like for a viewer
Awesome.
like me.
Yeah, that's all we can hope for, man.
Yeah, exactly. What was y'all's favorite track to make? I want to ask each three of you individually.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
My favorite was probably VASECTOMY because, like, whenever we were in the studio, we were just sitting there for a while thinking of what we can do. And I remember Ethan was like, all right, Peyton, go record your verse. And I don't even remember what I said. I think I just blanked out. And I remember all of us got around and we were like, this is about to be so great. And then the mic cut out. And I was like, that's beautiful.
Yeah, she talked so loud into the mic it cut out her entire part. So it's like...
VASECTOMY was definitely an experience. I remember I came up with the most crunchy, like, ear-wrenching chord that I could possibly come up with on the guitar. And I took a picture of it so I would remember. But I had my hands like this on the guitar.
Show the camera the claw that you're making.
Yeah,
right now.
I did like this on the guitar. I might have a picture. I might have the picture if you want to play it at home. If you want the chords to VASECTOMY,
just break your hand.
But yeah, I did that. I played that over and over. Peyton put down the signature hot cross buns arrangement, and then that's VASECTOMY. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Sigma GRINDSET. Next question.
If Hyperswag was an animal, what animal would it be?
Probably Probably like a didgeridoo or something.
It's an instrument.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy, I don't know. My favorite animal is a peregrine falcon, but that doesn't strike me as Hyperswag. I think Hyperswag is more like,
I say a Minecraft glow squid.
Awesome.
I think that's really Hyperswag.
I was spider jockey maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe just like a really confused kangaroo.
Awesome.
I think Jennifer Lawrence would be a really good one.
Yeah.
Or like one of those really pissed off kangaroos that just tries to fight
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so.
And I think a peregrine falcon could represent Hyperswag if you kind of like put it in like a propeller hat or something, and then you'd be there. That'd be the Hyperswag experience.
Awesome.
I like a platypus as Hyperswag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Pretty good.
Or some sort of dinosaur, maybe.
Oh, I love
Those don't
Ankylosaurus.
exist.
I love Ankylosauri. Those are my favorite dinosaur. Ankylosaurus. What an animal.
What an animal. Well, that's what they say about me when I play pickup, but that's a different story for a different time. You can talk about the Jolene interpolation for Hyperswag.
Oh, yeah. We did have an idea. We want to do it like a cover or interpolation of Jolene, but instead it'd be like Codeine, 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 Codeine.
Really boost my like self confidence with that song.
Yeah.
And then it would all the verses would just be Cody rapping maybe.
Yeah.
And or y'all could just have verses about that purple drink. You know what I'm saying? If y'all are into that.
Please don't take my drink from me,
Codeine. That's awesome. I can tell that Dolly Parton inspired a lot of your music. No, I'm bullshit.
Oh boy, I like Dolly Parton and I love her theme park. So so shout out.
You ever done ASMR on this mic? I feel like you could.
Grab a hold of this thing, man.
Let me get in this.
All right, so I had prepared. We're doing a Hyperswag song bracket. All songs that we've released so far. So we're gonna vote on it, us three, and Oshiv will give insight as well because his opinion is what matters. He's the fan. But yeah, so we got this little bracket made up. Let's start it off. We got the first matchup: Goofy Ah and proPAIN.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. This is from what I've gathered around me. People really like proPAIN because it's just a catchy, well-produced song. People like Goofy Ah more because it's the dumbest shit ever. And every time I've showed anybody the album, they've been like, Goofy Ah is my favorite track. That was so funny. That caught me off guard.
Cody's dissociating.
Yeah, I like to listen to proPAIN more. I think it sounds pretty good, but Goofy Ah is more it's more ambitious. We went harder on Goofy Ah.
I think that Hyperswag at the end of the day is a band that you want to listen to and laugh at, and I think that Goofy Ah's funnier.
What about you, man? What's your vote?
You know, that's a really hard question because they're both really good. I really was going to say proPAIN. I think I really understand the pain in the music, you know. It goes really hard, but, man, y'all really are persuading me on the whole Goofy Ah, especially towards the end.
Yeah.
It really blows you away. You really get an eye-opening sensation.
Yeah.
The climactic ending is awesome.
So I'll go Goofy Ah, you know. Y'all really persuade me
Okay.
on that.
Let's move it on. What'd you say, Osha, for the record?
Good for Goofy Ah for winning, but man, I'll be real. I pick proPAIN every time. Goofy Ah is a fun song. It's a funny song. You know, it's cool for being what it is. But proPAIN's got that cool like Saturday morning cartoon vibe. It's like fun to listen to. Not even because it's funny, just because it's fun.
Yeah, it's a very well produced track. I was actually playing the King of the Hill theme song on guitar, so.
Okay, so we're moving Goofy Ah down. Next matchup, Codeine Off the Dank, I Want My Mommy. This is the two outros.
Ooh.
They randomized this pretty well.
Cody. Best one.
Codeine is even though I do love I Want My Mommy because that was my independent track, but Codeine Off the Dank it's just a beautiful song.
I think Codeine Off the Dank is more iconic and it's more important for Hyperswag lore, but I enjoy listening to I Want My Mommy more. It's like one of my favorite ones that we've done.
Yeah, you made a good choice.
Yeah, by not voting at all.
Yeah. But shout out I Want My Mommy. Shout out Jagger. His birthday's
Okay.
in a couple days. Shout out.
So y'all are both going Codeine.
Yeah.
Okay, so my vote doesn't matter then.
Easy.
Next one, Out the Hood. And
Not even gonna ask Oshiv
Oh, Oshiv. What do you
because
think?
of his skin.
No, it's not.
This is what we were talking about earlier.
What would you vote? what would you vote, Oshiv?
Obviously, like everything on AGAT is much more like musically sound than the Butthole Wednesday. Codeine Off. I Want My Mommy is a straight up it's a good song. The vocal chops are fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But Codeine Off the Dank is like one of the funnier concepts
Yeah.
of Hyperswag.
Yeah.
Best
Yeah.
one actually.
I'll say this. I know y'all kind of have a different view of Hyperswag than I do. I prefer Hyperswag musically more than I like it comedically. Like I like
Oh, deadass?
for real. I want the songs.
Yeah.
So I would vote. I Want My Mommy.
Yeah. I don't go into a track thinking how can we make this the funniest. I think of how we can make it the most absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then out of absurdity, it then becomes funny because
Yeah.
people don't expect it. It's like shock humor, except without racism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. Okay, Out the Hood, Into the Country. Which one we taking?
Out the Hood all the way. I think I'm gonna say this is me going out on a limb. I think Into the Country may be our worst song just because it's so much and it's too long. It's so damn long.
It's really the one that pushes the boundary of what can we call
Yeah.
music. That's the one.
Musically, it's our worst song, but I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But Out the Hood, I think what I like about it, and this may just because I produced it, but I like the songs where the intro sounds pretty cool and then it just goes haywire.
Yeah, true. I do like that about
Yeah,
Hyperswag.
we do that formula a lot. Yeah, I think Out the Hood's definitely a stronger song, but I will say this about Into the Country. It's one of the only ones that every time I listen to it, I will laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones. So yeah, I vote Out the Hood as well. What about you, Cody?
I'm also going with that. Not even just to agree with y'all. My whole reason for it is that was one of the first songs we really planned out. You know,
Yeah.
It was a running joke in theater that Hyperswag is going to get us out the hood,
Yeah.
and we just
Yeah.
decided to make that into a song, and I'm really proud of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the opening refrain on there from Peyton, that's iconic.
Yeah.
So yeah, Out the Hood goes on. Last matchup in the first round, Bentley Mega
Let
Chippy.
me say this first though.
Oh yeah.
I was prepared to not like Out of the Country, just straight up. And
You mean Into the Country?
Yeah, Into the Country. And
That's a good
but that the Country Boy clip saved it for me. It really
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
You want to know the best part about that? This was while we were like still in the beginning stages, so instead of like importing the audio, I
Yeah.
just played it from my iPhone.
Yeah.
Like we played it from
Yeah.
Cody's phone into my phone, so you can hear like it beating against my phone, which I think
Yeah.
adds more.
It's not even a clear sample. It's just
No, it's not.
this. Yeah. And we were like, yeah, that's fine. And also like 4 different melodies in separate keys in that track.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
yeah.
hard on the ears. That one was. It was like
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
and
hard to connect to. It
I
made you
remember
stress
I made that beat. It was in Miss Cater's class because I was bored and I didn't have shit to do.
Shout out Glenda.
And then
Shout out Glenn.
I remember I sent it to the group chat and I was like, I made a country dubstep beat. Y'all want to rap over it? And you can't even tell because it's
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah,
and I
no,
love that.
can't even- yeah. I think at one point I get Cody saying, "Yeah, what?" But that's about
That's awesome.
that's about the only word I could make out.
Also, like y'all said, the intro on Out the Hood. Mwah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just gorgeous.
Next matchup, Bentley Mega Chippy versus Paulo, Dybala, and Harry Kane. Watch Garfield.
This one's really hard to me because Morbius is very near. The Morbius song is very near
Yeah.
and dear to my heart.
Bentley Mega Chippy has a more iconic moment. No, Sigma Morbius is on Sigma GRINDSET.
Yeah.
This is true.
It is? Okay. I'm trying to think. No, I think this is clearly Paulo Dybala.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
I think it's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, but I do like Bentley Mega Chippy though.
Yeah.
It's always been one of my favorites.
But Paulo Dybala, like
Yeah.
that sample is just so funny. It's just
Yeah.
too funny.
Both of the samples.
Yeah.
And I like the part toward the end where I make the 2 samples duel each other.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back up to the top. We got Goofy Ah against Butthole Wednesday.
Oh shit.
Ooh, I want to say Butthole Wednesday just because, it was...
That was the
OG.
first thing we've ever done.
Yeah, it's a perfect representation of what Hyperswag is.
I don't think it'll go much farther than that, but I think Butthole Wednesday will definitely win.
I will say, I think without Butthole Wednesday and all the shit that happened on that track, we wouldn't have any of the other Hyperswag bits that we do.
Right. I think Butthole Wednesday for me. I think Butthole Wednesday beats Goofy Ah.
Yeah.
It's not as ambitious. But
Goofy Ah is just us like around with the beat. Butthole Wednesday, that was our heart, blood, sweat, and tears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy.
I'll say this: Goofy Ah won last time, like out of like iconic status, out of like how well it represented like the surrealism of it. Mm-hmm. And now when it's Butthole Wednesday against Goofy Ah, Butthole Wednesday wins in both categories, both musically and as the icon factor.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it's the title track of the first mixtape for a reason.
Yeah. Because you made it first. That's the reason.
Yeah, because we made it first. So now we got Codeine Off the Dank versus Hyperswag is back.
Was that your mom texting? Bro, why your mom texting?
It's not even my phone.
Bro, why is it going off?
Okay.
We're in the middle of a very important podcast. We got interrupted.
It was very unprofessional of y'all. Okay, Codeine Off the Dank versus Hyperswag is back. What wins that?
I vote Hyperswag is back. It's just so good.
Hyperswag.
It's so good.
Yeah, Hyperswag is back is a strong song.
Yeah.
It's a Final Four contender. It's a Final Two contender.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just so much electric energy in that track.
Yeah.
It sounded more fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell that y'all enjoyed it.
Yeah, Codeine Off the Dank is a looming vibe.
Oh my god. And just the process of that, Cody was half dead.
Yeah, Cody didn't even know that track was being made.
Yeah.
Basically.
And then I remember Ethan was trying to make the bass line, and then he was like...
Cody.
Bro, you got this funny TikTok.
Go show it to the camera, Cody.
Bro,
go show it to the camera.
Bro, look at the grimace video, guys.
They can't hear it up there. This episode's now a house tour.
We got Out the Hood versus Sigma GRINDSET. That's a tough matchup.
That
I
is
feel.
tough.
Yeah, I know that's like one of your personal.
Yeah.
Sigma GRINDSET is one of your personal.
It's actually it's probably like top 1 or 2 Hyperswag songs of all time. For me, Sigma GRINDSET wins. Out the Hood is a great Hyperswag piece, but I think like even like as a representation of what Hyperswag is, Sigma GRINDSET might win to me.
Sigma GRINDSET, the reason I like it more than Out the Hood, because it's like Out the Hood, but like improved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has the best moment for sure. That beat switch is crazy. And then obviously many iconic moments in that. What you think about that one?
The verse on it.
Yeah, pretty good.
You got Sigma GRINDSET?
Yeah.
Alright. Sigma GRINDSET beats Out the Hood. At the bottom here, we got Paulo Dybala versus VASECTOMY.
I have to go with VASECTOMY. VASECTOMY, just that moment where this is a message to Quandale Dingle, cut my butt, and then it just cuts out.
Yeah.
That was one of our most iconic moments.
It's mighty good. It's definitely the standout off the debut, I think.
Paulo Dybala wins for me. Like I said, that's my
Pa-
other of the top.
Paulo Dybala is a better song.
It's a better song, but VASECTOMY. Also, VASECTOMY is the only one where we really got to showcase Hey Boy Jambalaya, which was a big part of our lives.
Yeah. You're not even up on that lore, man. But yeah.
Tell that story for him.
What'd you say?
Tell that story, man. If you
it was your stepdad or something?
Okay, my old stepdad. He was like really, really bad. He's out of the picture now. He lives with his parents. But he was an alcoholic. 2, he thought he lived in Louisiana. So he used to get in the kitchen and cook damn jumbo and jambalaya every day. I was so sick of it. And he would just sit there going, hey boy jambalaya, hey boy jambalaya. And I was like, oh my God. So I told them one day, I told Michael, Ethan, and Cody, and they just ran with it. They were like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, and you can hear that on VASECTOMY.
That's very epic styles.
Yeah, so VASECTOMY is more iconic. I think it's got to go through. What do you think?
I'm with Oshiv on this one, man. I did not murder a cat for no reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's such a better song, man.
It is.
Vasectomy. Y'all are making me want to switch up now.
Yeah, and like I said, man, especially on AGAT, I believe in the musicality of that track.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's just me, though, man.
Man, Vasectomy's good, but like I said, I murdered a cat for that track.
Yeah. So y'all vote what y'all vote, but
I also
hard.
feel bad voting for Paulo Dybala because that's the one that I made.
yeah, that's his brainchild.
Yeah, it feels big-headed of me to vote. I like Vasectomy better.
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
if you
say
think about it,
Vasectomy.
vasectomy is also your brainchild because the
Yeah.
intro was it.
Yeah, you're right. And Vasectomy is getting but Vasectomy's iconic enough. It's being made into a real Bunty song. It's got to be Vasectomy.
And vasectomy
Stole it
also
from
has
Hyperswag.
Hey, I'm gonna be the first artist to sample Hyperswag.
That's crazy.
I've already done it.
And I would say like vasectomy has like, if we didn't have vasectomy, we wouldn't have had to have that iconic Hyperswag chord.
Yeah. Vasectomy goes through semifinals now. Top.
But it's not on our screen, so I don't know who's there.
Yeah, sorry, I had some technical difficulty. It'll be on your screen though for your viewing pleasure.
I don't know what's going on.
What did we do here? We got Butthole Wednesday versus Hyperswag is back.
Yeah.
The two intros.
Yeah.
Two intros going up against each other.
A very good matchup.
It is a good matchup. I think it's got to be Hyperswag is back.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Boy, that's iconic.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
so fun to make.
Yeah. Both of them have music videos as well.
Yeah.
And the music videos for both are quite good. Butthole Wednesday was my directing debut.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So that's something.
Yeah, and I think like I said before, AGAT kind of sweeps the BW mix.
Yeah.
So, and for that reason, being the intros of both, I think winning the Hyperswag is back just shows the prowess of that track.
Right. I get that. All right. You agree with that?
Yeah. It was amazing to make. It was just good. It was good.
Yeah.
All right. So at the bottom we got Vasectomy versus Sigma GRINDSET. Ooh boy.
You know how I feel, but
I like Vasectomy more. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Okay. I just have such a and this is crazy because Sigma GRINDSET, I took forever producing that beat. I had to go on YouTube and convert it to audio. I had to look up wolf howls for an hour because I couldn't find the perfect one, and I had looked forever for that Joker video. But
You could have just asked Cody to do it once.
do one turn for the camera, Cody.
Oh.
Sample work on Sigma GRINDSET's awesome, but yeah, I think Vasectomy. So we both Vasectomy.
yeah.
You're Sigma GRINDSET. What are you?
Oh, but okay. I may have gotten swayed because Sigma Sugma Morbius.
I'm going.
Oh, it is on that.
Yeah.
I'm going Sigma just for Morbius, man. Morbius
Sigma,
changed
yeah.
my life.
Sigma Morbius. Yeah,
Morbius
Yeah.
really changed me.
that's good.
I'm like actually a vampire now.
I don't mind Sigma GRINDSET going through, but I will keep my vote for Vasectomy.
Okay, and my vote isn't gonna get counted. So y'all two for Vasectomy, one for Sigma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So final matchup is
No, I'm for Sigma.
Oh.
Yeah, I changed it
she
because of
switched.
Morbius.
she switched, so it's
So Sigma GRINDSET goes through.
Sigma GRINDSET,
Yeah.
and
Awesome.
so final matchup is Sigma GRINDSET versus Hyperswag is back.
Oh wow.
For me, it's I'll tell you what swings it over the edge for me, boy. It's your portion in where the wake up.
Okay.
That's what swings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hyperswag is back.
That is pretty
Honestly,
good.
right for
You touching me! You're the one getting closer to me. Back off.
I mean, we got a problem, man. You can say it to my face, man. Also, yeah, hey man, your verse. Hey, this is a hot take. Your verse on Hyperswag is back is better than your verse on Sigma GRINDSET.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa! No way!
I love your verse on Hyperswag is back.
Hyperswag is back. His verse is really funny, but just I'm Sigma like Baker Bateman. I'm chopping up these songs. I'm real verse. I might go nuts. That was beautiful.
It's more quotable, but I love, but where he says. But we are not all boys, and my streets are not backwards. I am not very coordinated. I could not walk backwards.
Yeah, that was
That's
beautiful.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I can't stand listening to myself on Sigma.
Oh God!
Like, it is so cringy to me that I like purposely tone it out. I hate it. So
that's what I think is so.
Hyperswag is back.
That's what I think is so good about his verse on that one though, because that one's all about cringe, like being cringe and terrible.
I think your verse in Grunts is awesome.
Yeah, it's just too
I don't.
funny.
Hey, maybe it's something about that song because I don't like my verse on Sigma GRINDSET.
Nobody likes their verse on, except I do like mine because I said wolf in the foreskin.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. See, also CEO of These Nuts and Your Girlfriend. Is really
Yeah.
That's also hilarious. That's
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
and
Your verse on that is the best.
I think it was
awesome.
easier for me
You're
though
little,
because there's no way for me to ever be a Sigma male.
Yeah.
So I was more playing the part.
Right.
And you're, what do you call that? When you got two like notes at the same time?
two nuts at the same
Dissonance?
time.
The you
Harmony?
talking about the harmonies?
Yeah, your verse had you're doing that.
Yeah.
You're doing that thing where you did that.
But yeah, I think it's Hyperswag is back for me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, winner of the Hyperswag songs bracket is Hyperswag is back.
Yeah, let's never do that again.
In regards to what?
Let's just not do that again.
The bracket or the song?
The bracket. It's not even like on the computer, man. I don't even know what's going on.
Okay, that's fine. This is the last ever Hyperswag songs bracket, so.
Yeah. You like wasted my time the other day to come here, and it's like not even on the screen.
Look, man, I tried my best.
Codeine could be a doctor.
How is that the best?
It's not the best that could have been, man. But it's,
Say it. Even Ethan's MacBook Air. No one wants to see that.
okay. Do you have anything else you want to do, man, or are we wrapping up episode?
I'm glad that it ended on hit the camera.
I don't want that toxic water. I don't want that toxic water on me, man.
I'm out of here.
What? Okay, well,
Well, that's Hyperswag, guys.
that's the Hyperswag episode. And I don't know how much longer we're gonna make it as a music group, to be honest with you. He knows how I feel about Dasani water, and he threw this at me. But I guess that's it. Thank you all for watching. Oh.
Got my phone.
Never mind. What's going on?
Why are you still talking to them? They don't care.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.
My Face ID won't work.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Stop.
Let me
Don't
know.
listen to 'em.
Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll take it into consideration.
Please don't.
Did
comment.
you like this
No one's gonna
episode?
read 'em.
Let me know. Go subscribe to the Hyperswag YouTube channel. We have music videos there.
Yeah, no
Stream
one wants to listen.
Hyperswag on all platforms. And yeah, that's it. Peace.
Bye, y'all.